Hey everyone, how's it going, and welcome back to Robot Boy. And in this video we're going to be taking a look at the core new features that present themselves at the beginning of No Man's Sky. These are the different play styles, different difficulties, the various approaches to earning money, or simply personal objectives that you can set yourself when playing. Now this video is mainly aimed at people who have not played No Man's Sky yet and are still kind of unsure as to what the hell you even do in this game. The simple summary I have is, it's not a question of what do you do in this game, but rather what can you do in this game. So this is for you, the people who don't know what No Man's Sky is about properly yet. Watch this video, I'll break down the main things that you can do, and you can make the decision of, does this game have the things in it that you would be interested in. No Man's Sky by no means forces you to experience it in any particular way, and not in a Detroit Become Human sense with multiple choices that ultimately will lead to the same ending, or an open world game like Horizon Zero Dawn that allows you to do X, Y, and Z in between A and B, but still requires you to go from A to B. The fact is, in No Man's Sky there is no ending. If you don't want there to be one, there is no main objective if you don't want there to be one. The game is what you want to make of it, so here is a list of the ways that you can play the game. Let's start off with the 4 core game modes. You can do all of the same things in the game across all of these modes. There are just obviously different limitations between each mode. So firstly you have normal mode, which is the standard mode. Relatively balanced, everything, the sort of casual and most common way to play. Number 2, you have the creative mode, which has unlimited everything. Everything is free, everything is instant, you don't have to unlock anything. You're also invincible. This is for the pure explorers, or for people who want to experiment with the game's vast array of opportunities with no restriction, or for people who want an easy and non-threatening experience. Just keep in mind that you cannot unlock trophies or achievements in this mode for obvious reasons. Number 3 is survival mode. Similar to normal, except everything is ramped up, limited resources, quicker time to die, and more punishing environments and enemies. It's basically just hard mode. And number 4 is simply ultra hard mode. It's called permadeath, the ultimate survival experience. It's like survival mode in terms of the resource limitations, etc., except you only have one life. That's right, if you die, then you have to restart your entire save, you lose everything, the ultimate challenge. Now within each mode, as I say, you can do all of the following things. Everything in the game translates across every mode. The mode you pick will just determine the difficulty, severity of consequences, and flow of the game to suit your desired playstyle. So let's run through some of the things that you can do in the game, the core focuses of the experience. So if you want to, you can focus on the 30-hour story. This was actually introduced within the previous update, Atlas Rises, but I believe it may have been slightly streamlined for next. Either way, it's been in the game for a while, and I won't go into spoilers of course, but the story takes you across the universe, teaching you new gameplay mechanics along the way, but provides a very personal sci-fi story that really gets you thinking about the bigger questions, which is ultimately the core of what great sci-fi should be, in my opinion. I personally love the story, and if you're into sort of mystery, making difficult choices, asking the bigger questions, I think this is something that would interest you. Number 2 is base building. If you want to focus your efforts on becoming the interstellar architect that you always dreamed of being, well, now you can. Place down a base computer anywhere on a planet and start building to your heart's content. With hundreds of different individual components, color schemes, materials, technologies, lighting, hireable NPCs, racetracks, farming, a build limit of 20,000 pieces, you really can build the space colony you've always wanted to. You can build anywhere as well, even underwater, across different planets, and even across star systems, star fleets. Want to rule the universe like the Galactic Empire? Or head out in search of discovery like the Enterprise? Start building your star fleet of up to 50 frigates designed to focus on combat, trading, exploration, industry, or support, and own the galaxy. Send them off on missions or travel with them to complete them yourselves. Engage in massive freighter battles too. The universe is yours for the taking. You can become a pirate or outlaw if you want to, alternatively digging your way into the scum and villainy of the universe. Attack unsuspecting freighters, loot their precious resources, and hoard the treasure for yourself. Fight the Sentinels and mark your place on a planet where only the brave will dare to come and hunt you down, which is totally a possibility now in multiplayer. If you want to really be a pirate, then head out in search of some real life players and see if they can stand their own against you. Alternatively, you can become a treasure hunter and do the nicer style of treasure hunting as opposed to stealing. You can use a map. Well, not literally, but hidden on planets in No Man's Sky are rare resources and now even relics that are worth fortunes. And when I say fortune, I mean literally in the millions per item. Each of these treasures contains a well-written piece of lore as well that truly gives a sense that you have discovered something long buried that no one else has their hands on. Choose to keep the treasure as a status symbol or sell it on to make your millions. As well as the main narrative, there are also side missions, quests and multiplayer missions in No Man's Sky 2. At every space station you'll find an alien willing to pay big bucks if you complete some tasks for them. These missions are procedurally generated and will always be available, and more difficult missions are unlocked the better rankings and relationships you have with the different species. They involve passive missions like photography, feeding, archaeology and discovery, as well as some more demanding tasks like hunting, space combat and ground assault. Choose your tasks wisely. Again, all of this can now be done with up to 3 other friends, and a specific galactic mission board on freighters allows for more focused multiplayer quests too. Center of the Galaxy. This was the original goal of No Man's Sky when it first launched, to get to the center, but it's still an option today. Make your way to the center of the galaxy, surviving as you go and taking as many shortcuts as you wish. The game's all about the journey and not the finish, but there is always a finish if you do so wish to make it. And lastly, exploration. Of course, you can just always focus on exploring. Forget the money, forget the fame, forget the extravagant bases and starfleets. Just hop from planet to planet in your little starship and enjoy the beautiful vistas generated at random by the outstanding game engine. Use the game's amazing photo mode too to capture your moments and truly dedicate yourself to being an explorer of an unknown universe. So that's it everyone, please do leave your ideas and your thoughts in the comments below. If you're new to the game, what playstyle do you look forward to trying out the most? If you already play the game, how do you play? Which one of these things do you like to focus on? And are you exploring any other avenues of gameplay styles since Next has released? Please let me know. As always, please give the video a like as well if you enjoyed the video, and do subscribe to join me on this journey if you haven't done so already. And with that, I'll see you all in the next video.